I grew up in a place called Narrogin, a little wheat and sheep town, about 4,000 people. Lots of dust and red dirt. I used to spend a lot of time with my dad and friends of his, and a lot of those guys, they'd sort of been around and they'd lived pretty wild lives. And there was, you know, a lot of parties and a lot of storytelling. Sometimes true, always embellished. I just found it completely fascinating.
Look at this! It's cracked and dragon. Sunburnt, blistered and ragged.
Musically, it's only been, the last few years I've really gone back to that. The importance in finding a way to engage people with a story.
Through the Lens is a 6-part docu-series that takes us behind the scenes with a music photographer as they capture and explore the lives of different musicians.
I think an artist's background or their story really influences the music that they make. And that's why we connect to them. I think they're really the storytellers for our own lives. That's why I guess music's so powerful.
In each episode, photographer Michelle Grace Hunder follows and photographs a different artist through everyday life. Whether it's from the comfort of home, the creativity of a recording studio, or the energy of a live performance, we're given a unique insight as the artists reveal the stories and experiences that define them as musicians.
Sometimes it's the simplicity of really iconic images that I really love. Not overcomplicating an image, but really showing the essence of that artist. And I think that's really what you're really striving for when you're taking photos of someone, is to have that really iconic photo that represents them.
Through the Lens provides an intimate character study of each artist as they're photographed in a series of candid, live music and studio photographs. It's an intricate look at the creative process and an exploration of how artists use sound and imagery to tell their stories.
As an artist, the amount of photos that get put out is pretty overwhelming. People want to know your story, they want to see you. With Instagram, you can just be part of someone's life almost.
We're really trying to get that conviction in your eyes, so that's where we really want down the centre of the camera. Don't be self-conscious at all, because we can delete so much shit on this thing. There's a moment that you can see in their eyes when they actually drop that self-consciousness, and that trust actually comes through, and that's when you get the real magic.
You need to find a way to project your ideology through your imagery, and I suppose I'm trying to do that, but I find it really challenging when there is this expectation to be a shiny, untouchable artist, which is just so not what I want or who I am. Yeah.
Kid, I just wanted to be a rock star, I had Dean Jones sunnies with the fluoro green sides, and I was up there with my little guitar, some Poison by Alice Cooper, to all my family. And I still remember that clearly. It's been amazing, to me. That was, I guess, I consider that my first performance. And I'm like, this is what I want to do.
I think live music photography is almost incomparable in terms of the rush that you feel. I guess you get that tiny little taste of what the artist must feel like in that position when you're getting that energy from the crowd.
When you have a sold-out show, I guess there's that feeling that you owe people. A home show in Melbourne that's packed can be quite terrifying.
It's really important to make sure that the connection that they're feeling with their music comes through the imagery that the audience is going to see.
If it's rock bands, it's about the sweat and the movement and, the erratic behaviour that they all sort of have on stage. And trying to sort of navigate around that, to capture that, to convey that back to an audience is incredibly difficult but exciting. There is a special kind of magic that happens between a photographer, a lens and a talent that is indescribable when it's right.
Engaging, unique and thought-provoking, Through the Lens is the untold story of sound, imagery and creative expression.